Menopause, infidelity, the evolving erotic self. I bet you're interested in at least one of these and probably all three. Well, I'm Dr. Marty Klein, licensed marriage and family therapist and certified sex therapist in Palo Alto, California, the heart of Silicon Valley. And I'm delighted to be speaking at the upcoming conference sponsored by Modern Sex Therapy Institutes this fall. I'm calling my talk Infidelity After the Affair, Who Owns the Relationship? I'll be addressing questions such as common myths about infidelity, what most therapy gets wrong about infidelity, why infidelity can cause so much emotional dislocation, the power dynamics in a couple and between couples and their therapist after infidelity, why couples never go back to normal after infidelity, but how some couples can reinvent themselves, some surprising ways that infidelity can affect sexual desire in either partner. Now, there will be case presentations, data blitzes, and other terrific speakers, including the great Dr. Stan Tatkin. Now, this is an innovative, practical conference you don't want to miss. And forget all those Zooms for a couple of days. This will be in person, actual live bodies. So mark your calendar, September 25 and 26 in West Palm Beach, Florida, sponsored by Modern Sex Therapy Institutes. I look forward to seeing you there. What do most people get wrong about infidelity? A lot of people just assume that the betrayer is just a selfish jerk. But if you ask most people who have been unfaithful, do you love your partner? They say yes, and they're telling the truth. They do love their partner. Infidelity sometimes has nothing to do with the partner, and sometimes people are unfaithful as a way of trying to stay in a relationship because they love the other person, but the relationship isn't working for them sexually or emotionally. Well, that actually brings me to the second point that most people get wrong about infidelity, which is a lot of people think it's all about the sex. For a lot of people, it's not all about the sex. For a lot of people, it's about having an experience of being seen or understood or listened to. For some people, their relationship has become so routine and so stale that they feel kind of dead inside. And so having an affair is their way of wanting to feel alive. I'm not endorsing the strategy, but one thing that people do get wrong is assuming that, oh, the reason that you are unfaithful is because you're a horny dog, or the reason that you're unfaithful is because you're a sex addict, or sex is too important to you. Not always the case. When I train other therapists in how to work with infidelity, what I notice is that there are certain things that clinicians miss over and over again. One of them is the idea that both perspectives in the couple need to be attended to. It's not only the anguish of the betrayed, it's also the anguish of the betrayer. It's also the perspective of the person who made this very important, difficult decision to step outside the relationship. When we talk about both perspectives, it's not only, oh, my heart is broken. It's not only, oh, my sense of reality has been destabilized. But if we talk to the betrayer will say things like, I felt abandoned by my partner years ago. Or my partner will have sex with me, yeah, but my partner doesn't help me to feel alive, or my partner and I don't share a lot of values, or my partner and I don't share a lot of life goals or our dreams. And so therapists need to learn that when you deal with infidelity, you're not just dealing with one broken-hearted person. You're dealing with two people, each of whose perspectives are crucial if you want to help this couple. And I guess the last thing I want to mention here is that I tell therapists, don't let the couple reconcile too soon. Too many couples, they just want to get away from whatever disruptions the infidelity has caused. The betrayer wants to get away from their guilt. The betrayed wants to get away from their pain. But there are reasons that relationships are disrupted by infidelity. And so those reasons have to be attended to. Don't let the couple reconcile too soon before they face and address and resolve those difficulties. When I work with infidelity, whether it's a couple or an individual, too many people want to get back to normal as quickly as possible. And you don't get back to anything. You don't get back to normal, and you don't get back. What you do is you go forward, because nobody forgets that there's been infidelity. People may forgive, but nobody forgets. And so there's no going back. And what used to be normal is never going to be normal again. And in fact, now the question is, what is the new normal going to be? Does that sound like a lot of work? It is. And people need to be willing to do that work if they really want to resolve whatever caused the infidelity, whatever personal issues people were trying to work out, whatever couple issues people were trying to avoid or face. So no, there's no going back to normal. In fact, what I ask couples is, what couple do you want to create moving forward if you want to stay together? I don't need you to stay together, but if you want to stay together, what couple do you want to create going forward? And that is going to involve a lot of negotiation, a lot of people being honest about what's more important than what. So no, there's no going back, there's going forward if that's what people are willing to do. Yeah, infidelity is frequently a turning point in the life of either the couple or one or the other individuals. Infidelity can be a turning point, and the question is, a turning point about what? A turning point in facing what's really important to somebody. A turning point in facing just how deep someone's despair is, or just how much a couple has pulled away from each other. A turning point in somebody realizing what their erotic identity is. Is somebody really attached to BDSM? Is somebody really attached to much more variety in their sexual activities than they originally contracted for in the couple? Other aspects of erotic identity, they can include how somebody feels about their body. You know, infidelity can involve an experience of, whoa, my body's really awake now. Or infidelity can be a wake-up call to, I've been ignoring my body for a long time. My partner has had an affair. Maybe I want to get more involved with my own body. Not necessarily with a new partner, but to take better care of myself, or to masturbate more, or to talk with my partner more about what I do want out of sexuality. So yeah, infidelity can definitely be a turning point in the life of a couple, in the life of the betrayed, in the life of the betrayer. And sometimes that turning point involves sexuality, sometimes it involves other things.